Okay. Good, we seem to have fixed that issue. We can play with mouse and keyboard now. Look at that. But you gotta... Yeah, okay. Hi, Zoe. I love you, and you're a very good cat, but I need you to be literally anywhere else right now. Okay, baby. I'll put you down now. Okay. Yeah, I went. Alright, that was a lot. Okay, that. Just about anything I can turn into compost. Keep a stack of carrots. I'll leave the melons alone. No, I don't need compost. Though I am curious what I can do with the pink petals. Can I compost those? Ooh, yeah, I can. Okay, look, I really appreciate you. And I know you're already gone, but I'm saying this for the benefit of anyone who cares. If you are another content creator, you are absolutely welcome to plug yourself here. But don't be plugging your spicy stuff in the chat, please. You can plug it wherever you like, but I don't need it right here. I appreciate you, and I don't discourage you. But stop making bots post shit in my chat. Don't need it. You're more than allowed to do whatever you please, but don't make my channel about your OnlyFans. Thank you. Okay, well that helps. Hello, welcome in. You know, in hindsight, I really don't know how much I care about the particular type of advertisement anywhere in my chats. Because, I mean, with as much cursing as I do, family friendly is pretty much out the window. I mean, this is content geared towards adults. I feel like this is, there's still a better time and a better place. And I don't know how often that time or place will be during my stream, if ever. But I guess that visceral reaction was a little bit unwarranted. Still, though, not my preference. Please do not. The fuck off my property. Oh, okay, cool. What did I just lose? Ooh. Alright, yeah, it's time to make some new armor. Oh, it's better than it was, at least. Hello, welcome in. I'm going to be looking for diamonds here in a minute. But I also really need some more leather for bookshelves. Okay, yeah, sorry. Third comment. Now that I'm reading that more carefully, they're trying to offer me a special video made just for me as long as I allow them to plug their content on my thing. And Yeah, sorry, there is no gray area there. That's not okay. At the very least, that is bribery. No, don't do that. No one likes that. Don't be that person. I also love how you had to include 18 plus on there because you didn't know if I was or not. Just as a disclaimer for your blanket statement bullshit. Why are people like this? Five, six, 11. 11 bookshelves. I need 33 books, and I need 66 wood. So if I need 33 books, then I need 31 more leather, and I need 99 paper. Okay, so I think I have everything I need except for the leather. Because if I don't have the wood, I can have it pretty quickly. This is going to be great as soon as all these cows grow up. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong. Oh, don't worry. It'll get worse later when it's all cave ambiance. Then, the screams of the damned. It's me. I'm the damned. Mostly because I'm going to encounter Shulk, and it's gonna scare the ever-loving shit out of me. I encountered a screamer officially one time ever in my life, and it was absolutely horrifying. I hated every second of it. I think I'll do 2 more feedings. And I'll save the rest of it back. Just because it's kind of time consuming. No, dude, that's fair. I mean, it's one of the coolest things ever, but I also hate it. Like, do you understand that I, like, cower in fear like a fucking antelope on an open plain in the middle of Africa if I even think I hear a ghast? Like, it's such a problem. Oh, fuck. Tina, get your food. Eat the food, you fat lard. Is that what he called her? I don't remember now. Alright. Well, that's gonna be a lot of cows here not too long. Welcome in, welcome in. I mean, you know what? I might as well use the wheat to make all the little ones grow up. It's not gonna be good for much else besides more breeding, and it'll all be good. Oh, let's start. Hey, Napoleon, give me some of your tots. No way, those are mine. Yeah, something like that. It's been a long time since I've seen that. It's been a few years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I can get 4 of them. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah, see, I had it as I think it was Greg for a minute, and I'm like, what is the most universal thing here that is not going to give people the wrong idea of me? So I went with the only slightly human thing that I could find. And Watermelon Steven's just cute. Just love it. God, I love that show. Books. No, I need. Yeah, I do need wood. Okay. That's 2 more. I figured it was better than You know, look at this custom skin I made of basically me, but in cooler clothes than I own and also with some gold on. Go there. Dirt. Oof. Sorry, got some chills for a second. I'm fine. Well, one of them grew up. It is no more. Oh yeah, I forgot to show them my inventory. I was like, wait, how did you know what the skin was? I didn't pause it or anything. Sorry, it's like almost 5 in the morning here. And I'm night shift, but past couple of days have been rough. So I'm a little sleepy. Okay. Whole new set. Yeah, for real. I mean, like, if you open your stream with, hey, what's up, gamers? You're probably not the type of streamer that I want to be. There's nothing wrong with that, man. It's just not for me. Like, honestly, this is just an excuse to maybe eventually be able to make a living off of this so that I don't have to stay in the same job that I'm in, if it ever comes to that. But primarily, it's just an excuse to not make excuses about never getting to the games on my list anymore. Because, you know, if I'm going to stream it to people, then there's the possibility that eventually I'll be keeping people waiting and I won't be able to make excuses, be like, oh, well, I just got caught up scrolling on YouTube or whatever for like 4 hours. I just didn't have time. It's forcing me back into things I enjoy. Okay, gotcha. See, we're in Central, so I always forget that, I guess I don't even know what I mean to say. I guess I just forget that other time zones exist, if that makes any sense at all. Honestly, I like night shift. It really depends on the situation, because, like, I always feel better whenever I'm on, like, a day shift schedule. But if I had to choose with being awake all day or being awake all night, I've just always liked being awake all night a little better. It's just different, you know? But I think it's getting to a point where it's not as good for my mental health as a day shift position might be. But I also work in an ER, so I absolutely refuse to work a day shift in that place if I can help it. How many more do we need? After this, it'll be 6, 7. Nice. Coming along. Oh, rip. That one didn't give me any leather. I guess I'll just keep those in case I'm for a pinch, I guess. I don't know. Honestly, I came in like on the very tail end of all their COVID policies and stuff, so that kind of sucked. But like honestly, I wasn't even there during when it was really bad, like people said. Um, but like whenever I got there, yeah, exactly. Like, don't get me wrong, working a night at a grocery store, I think it would be really cool. But like that, it's a whole different ball game, especially being in the Midwest out here. I mean, people are just like absolutely fucking crazy all the time. And nah, it ain't it. Day shift in that place would be terrible. But like, whenever I first got there, we were like separating patients with respiratory symptoms down a separate hallway in the waiting room, and they were a lot more overzealous about their precautions and stuff. But even then, like what I saw was apparently not at all bad compared to what it was right when 2020 hit. Um, Honestly, it's mostly just the demand of, okay, we're really busy tonight, figure it out, or it's completely dead and there's no in between, and we just can't predict it because you never know what you're going to get till you walk in, and people just being rude as hell and just demanding things that we literally cannot give them because policy says that we can't, or like, no, I can't give you water while you're in the waiting room. We don't know if you're going to surgery or not because we have not evaluated you. We have triaged you. Evaluating you is the doctor's job. So we'll have no idea. We literally can't tell you. But we can't give you that. Stuff like that. And man, they just get belligerent and entitled. And I've been there for a little over 2.5 years now, like just about 2.5 years, and it just wears down on you. I think that's six left. I believe that's another bookshelf right there. Yeah. And I mean, I'm also worried about getting sick, but usually we have warning and proper precautions to help protect against that. But it's never a guarantee you're not going to catch something. And a lot of respiratory illnesses, airborne stuff is really prevalent right now. So it's just everywhere. So it's just getting harder to avoid. Exactly. Because I mean, like, I get that you're feeling bad. I mean, like, I get it. Half the time I feel bad. I have really bad chronic back pain, and I've been dropping weight recently, so it's been getting better, but it's still there, and certain things just aggravate it. Exactly. We don't need to be taken out with people trying to help you. Because, like, I get it. You are in some of the worst pain of your life, and I feel for you on that, and I want to help you with that. I mean, I'm not medical, but as much as I can, I want to enable the medical staff to be able to help you. But if you feel well enough to be up here being belligerent because you're being entitled about something that has been explained to you 9 times that you just do not want to understand, then you're really going to be having a hard time getting care if we got to stick security on your ass every 6 seconds because you won't stop being like borderline violent. Like, if we think that there's a possibility that you're going to be sketchy enough that we might have to defend ourselves against you, we're probably going to see if security can kick you out. I mean, of course, that's at nurse discretion and that's at security discretion. But you know what? If half those assholes could just get dumped out of the ER because they're fine enough to come up and raise hell over a glass of water or not having a place to sit down because or not having a place to lay down because there's too many people on the benches, then it's entirely possible that you don't need to be there, honestly. But if you actually need medical care, we don't want to deny you, and we can't if we wanted to. But like, bro, just at this point, you're just making an ass out of yourself. Just stop, etc., etc. It's like exactly, and it's like we don't want it to have a limit. The fact of the matter is, working in a place like that, you very quickly find out where the limit is, and that is why I defer to security and clinical staff because they know exactly where the limits are. I know where my limits are, and those are two different things. It's just a lot. Like if you've been out here for 8 hours when you came in for chest pain, that is almost certainly a very good sign for you, and I wish you would appreciate it. If you were not rushed back immediately, or even super soon, that's a good thing. That means your problem wasn't that severe. And you may still be in pain, but they're looking at all your vitals and your information, and they know who to bring back and when. That's not on me, but I trust them to know when that's a good idea. Right, exactly. Because I mean, we actually have one guy. He is our favorite patient. He is there all the time, and he is the nicest man we have ever met. Poor dude's through the VA, so you know how the VA is. They're just slow and don't like to send you for something that they think might be unnecessary, so you can kind of be stuck in limbo sometimes. So he's literally just coming in over and over and over again to just manage symptoms every day. He's like 70 and has like chronic neck and hip pain. Right, exactly, like a heart attack or something. But he's in there all the time, and I mean, honestly, he needs the specialists and stuff. But like his neurologist booked him in like next January. So his only option is just to keep on coming in just to treat the symptoms because they're bad enough that nothing he can take at home is really touching him. But yeah, exactly. Like sometimes the people who will ask if you're checking in will ask, "So what's the emergency?" And I don't think I could ever do it that way, but I kind of love it. Honestly, you can. Oop, damn it! Another one of those bots. I've never gotten two one stream though. I mean, record, I guess. Um, but you sound like you have either had some experience with it or you maybe know someone who's worked in an ER or something. Not gonna lie, that Illager banner just scared the shit out of me. That's off topic. um, but it seems like to a lot of people, at least in this area, it doesn't make a lot of intuitive sense. And I never would have guessed any of that stuff until after I worked there for a while. Yeah, I know. Poor guy. He's so sweet. Like one of our doctors who's dealt with him before, like he was asking for like a Toradol shot or something more than a muscle relaxer, maybe a dart. I don't actually know what that is, but that's how they phrased it. And the doctor labeled him for drug-seeking behavior, and everyone else who saw that was like, that doesn't sound like him. Like poor guy, he didn't deserve that. So I guess he called patient experience to have it removed from his chart, which is good, but like I never would have expected that doctor to do that. I don't know what was going through her head. I mean, he's old and he's rambly, but I mean, you know, I'm young and rambly doesn't make a ton of difference. He's a really sweet dude. He was he was telling me the other day that he likes to go into this senior citizens place where he lives that will give him like an absolutely massive like home cooked meal for like even if you like they ask for like a $3 donation at the door and if you can't give it they'll still give you the food and it's like a meal that's worth way more than that amount of money. It's actually really cool. Yeah, pretty much. That's fair. Okay, I'm getting the grocery store example now. That's kind of how it is, except, in your case, you can say, yeah, good. I would hate it if that were the case. Like, one of my go-to lines is, I am so sorry that you know the drill. Because, like, that's not a good thing. Um, but in your case, you can say, like, well, if you don't like it, you can just not buy the products and you can stop causing me trouble. This is retail. What do you want from me? In our case, we have this little thing called federal law that says that we can't kick you out if you're seeking emergency medical care unless you are just not following the rules. And the rules are pretty simple. Yeah, exactly, right? And I mean, he wasn't even getting any kind of narcotic or anything to take home. He was just like literally just getting some pain relief and then sleeping in our waiting room until morning so he could go home. Like there are times, like in the next like little department area over from the ER, we have a restaurant that sells breakfast sandwiches in the morning, and I'll go over there for breakfast a lot because I can get it deducted from my payroll. So even if I don't have the cash, I can still get the food, and I'll never know the difference because I'll never see the money, which is kind of dangerous. But like I'll go over there and I'll see him like calling his sister or whatever, waiting on his ride, or calling the VA so they'll send an Uber or something, and then taking like a ride share thing like half an hour to 45 minutes away to get back home. Like he's not homeless or anything. A lot of our repeat people are homeless and they're coming in there for like three hots and a cot, or because it's really cold outside, or they're having a recurring problem, or they don't feel safe out on the streets type of thing. Some of them are just abusing the system, but like we see a lot of those. Like he has a home and all that, and there's a hospital in our network much closer to him in the same city as him, and he still comes down here like every day. God, I love that guy, but I hate to see him have to do that. Like again, he's sleeping in our waiting room. If he's selling pills to anybody, that's amazing. I would love to see security camera footage of that. Um, but he's literally sweeping in our waiting room until daylight, and then getting a ride share back home, and then doing it all over again. If he's selling to anybody, it's in the waiting room. Dude, honestly, I would love to see someone get a good ass whooping, but I also know that the ass whooping that I would give in my head is not always reasonable and is probably nowhere near what I would actually do to anybody, as much as I would want to. I can talk a big talk and I can talk in ideals, but that doesn't mean I'm actually going to do anything. All right, look at that. Almost done. Two more. I only need six more books. I mean, that's entirely possible. I mean, they're not exactly a satellite. I think they bought out an existing hospital that had been there for a long time and it joined our network. So I think it's a little smaller and I think it's a little older because I mean, we have two different hospitals in the same network. The original one is much older, but then after they get like they're like 100 years old as an organization ish. I don't know the exact numbers, but then after the old original ones started getting older, they're still in function, but they became just the psych hospital, and they still have a functioning ER. And then like 20, 30, 40 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark, I think it's like 25, 30, they built the hospital that I work at, which is much bigger and much newer and much nicer, and they both service the same city. So um, it's going to be one of the bigger, nicer ones in the kind of general region. But I don't know if they're not capable of treating his stuff or if it just attracts a different type of person or what. I forget exactly where I was going with that point. I'm sorry. Um, but like, yeah, that's entirely possible because I feel like, let's say, the older hospital in the city where I work, like it tends to attract the older, grizzled, more grizzled medical staff who are there to handle the psych patients, get their job done, and go home. No, man, I'm boring. I don't even drink. I mean, I guess it's not really boring. I think some other people would probably call me boring. And I don't really drink because I haven't really found anything I like. But I also know that I have a tendency to have an addictive personality. So if I find something that I like, I will more than likely let it destroy my life. So if I can't even get into like moderate alcohol consumption, I can only imagine what would happen if I got a hold of some pain pills that actually, didn't make me feel like shit. All things considered, though, like if I was gonna buy from somebody, I would trust him not to be trying to kill me and take my money. Do I have any wheat ready to harvest now? Yeah, some. I got some other things I can turn into compost too. I need a little bit. Honestly, that building is so big that I've explored quite a bit to a point. I mean, whenever I'm allowed to in the areas that I'm actually allowed to be in, even as an employee, and I will never see all of the inside of that building. It is so huge. Like literally, apparently, whenever people who worked at the other one were working there, right, exactly. And that's also part of my problem is that if I let it destroy my life, like I think I am capable of letting it do, then I'm not gonna adhere to my policy of not drinking and driving. I'm absolutely of the opinion that one is too many. Even if nothing was gonna happen, I don't know that, and I don't feel safe not knowing that. And on top of that, like, so we were kind of estranged, but as a kid, I didn't know a difference because, like, uh, my mom never really knew her biological dad up until like a few years ago before he died. And I guess they have like a massive family reunion in Iowa that they all go to every year. And we found out about them and they reconnected there for a while. And he passed away. And they still have the family reunion, but I don't really go to it. I'm getting off topic. The point is that entire side of the family like really likes their alcohol, and so now I know that that's in my genetics too. And like, do I think I'm in any serious danger of becoming an alcoholic and ruining my life? No. But if I don't even like what I'm drinking anyway, and I probably won't like how I feel, because I mean, hell, I was on Vicodin once, or hydrocodone. I don't know if it had the Tylenol in it or not, for like a dental procedure. And I didn't even like the way that made me feel, and I was actually prescribed that. So like if I don't even like all that stuff anyway, why risk it in order to make myself feel more socially accepted? Just goes nowhere good. I have a tendency to get off on a tangent and then not remember why the hell I was talking about the thing I was talking about. Right, and that's what I try and emphasize too, is that like it's not like a source of shame for me. It's not one of those where it's like, oh no, I'm boring. I guess no one would like me for that. But I feel like there are some people that just like to party a lot more than me. They're just generally more extroverted, a lot more in your face. That would probably call me boring, but I don't really give a shit about their opinion anyway. Good, good. Gotta love it. And honestly, on my dad's side, I don't know if there is anything like that. I think there's a little bit of it, but nowhere near as like, you know, well, of course we're gonna drink. That's what we do. That's what everyone does. That's how that works. But there's also some of them that actually live pretty nearby that we just don't really see because we just kind of lead our own lives. We're not like upset with anybody or anything. We just don't really meet up very often. So I wouldn't really know. And I've got like some distant family like a couple hours away too. Oh, sorry, this chair makes my back hurt. Yeah, like I'm glad that you're at least not like an angry drunk who's like trying to pick fights or like trying to beat somebody. But at the same time, it's like I've literally never been drunk, and I'm 24 this year, so I don't really know how that would go for me. But if anything is evidence, I've seen my brother pretty buzzed, like almost drunk, kind of existing in that happy zone, and he's a very happy drunk, and I think my mother is too. So I'm willing to bet that I'm probably the same way, but I don't know that. But yeah, I get the whole creepy vibe. Like I had to grow out of accidentally creepy people out. And I feel like I probably still do to a point, but it's a lot less prevalent and it's a lot less obvious that they're uncomfortable. Because I was just a weird ass kid raised by weird ass people. So it just kind of comes down to like, I was just very monotone and had weird interests that no one else really around me shared. And I was literally never enrolled in a public school. I was homeschooled my entire life, and the only socialization I got for a good long time was at church. So, you know what? It made for a weird kid. So like I don't even need alcohol to do that to people. No, nothing super fancy. So my best friend's mom is a teacher, an elementary school teacher, and she had just gotten a new chair of some kind. So it's kind of cushy. It's not specifically a computer chair, but it's kind of the same style, like really high back, really big, heavy, cushy chair. But I have lumbar spinal stenosis, so it's all nerve and it all does whatever the fuck it pleases. So you can never tell what's going to be helpful and what's not until you give it a shot. But I've noticed that the chairs that I sit in, that I already knew how they affect me differently, now that I know, now that I've lost some weight and the pain has gotten better, because like, oh, nice, very cool. Um, but like, actually, my best friend's brother, one of my other best friends, the same person, he has like one of those racing gaming chairs, and those always used to hurt my back. But now that I've lost the weight and I tried his, yeah, no, it's a mess. Um, oh God, don't even get me started on that. There's been a whole fiasco about that the past couple of weeks. Um, but since I started sitting in his chair after I started losing the weight, I've actually found it to be really comfortable, and I'm thinking about buying one. I'll have to ask him about it because I already asked him about his mic. Like right now, this is a microphone and like a $50 set of headphones, and I'd really like to have something nicer. So I'm kind of asking him for a lot of advice because he also streams and he's got a pretty nice setup going on. But yeah, up until I was like just about to turn 22, like I started working for this hospital at on September 24th of 2021, and I still work there now, and my birthday's on October 2nd. Yeah, no. I mean, honestly, it might help, but it's going to be one of those that I switch back and forth between over and over again as it helps me and then starts to get worse. It all depends on the situation. That's not a bad idea to start with, though. That could help. Because honestly, like that's the one that kind of is hurting me right now. uh, but like I had a few friends that I met at church that I would meet up with every so often, and I still have those friends, and we still do meet up. But a lot of us don't really go to church as often anymore, if at all. But up until that point, up until I got my job and my schedule changed, and I can't really go to church very often anymore, even if I wanted to. Um, like that was pretty much the only socialization that I got, which is fine. I mean, a lot of those people are super nice. I still love a lot of those people to death. They're some of the nicest people I've ever met. Yeah, for real. I think it's partly my internet connection too. It's not perfect, but you know what? We're making it work. Um, I definitely should. I think that would be a good idea. Or hell, I can even just get a pillow from somewhere else and just use it for that. But a lumbar pillow would probably be more appropriately sized, probably more comfortable, rather than trying to cram like a pillow from my bed behind my back. Well, yeah, it's all good. I very well may. I've got big plans for this whole little couple of rooms that we kind of call ours in the house because I still live with my dad, and that might just make it on the list. Thank you for reminding me because I have a list and I never considered that since I started making the list. So I will probably put one of those on there and do some research. Are these cows grown up yet? This was supposed to be looking for diamonds, and I've just done nothing but breed cows. Not yet. You know what? Honestly, this might be faster. I bet there might be some cows like out and around in the hills that I can go after too. There's one. Let's see. I need two bookshelves. I need six leather, right? Donkeys give leather? I'm pretty sure llamas do. Dude, honestly, that depends on the store, and that depends. Like, if I'm going to Walmart, that depends on which Walmart. There's some places I would never do that because I'd be afraid of catching a disease or, finding a used meth needle or worse, a meth head. Um, Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. My car kind of hurts my back too. I should buy one of those. I should look into that. Holy shit. Because like the lumbar controls you find in your car that basically just make a lump stick out of your seat, those always just make everything hurt worse. And I don't like to use heat very much because I'm really hot natured. So like if I'm going to work, then like valid, absolutely hiding from the skulk. Um, I'll like sweat through my work clothes, and that's not going to be great since I'm going to be working 12s, and there's not going to be an opportunity to get myself cleaned up or anything. And I also live 40 minutes away at best. So that's a good idea. I should look into that. What was I talking about before that? I don't remember now, and I'm certain it doesn't matter that much, but I can't stay on task. Oh, I was talking about the leather, wasn't I? So I need 5 more. How much do I have any more? No, what I have is what I got. Okay. Catching a disease, he says. What disease? What did I say? I legit forgot. Oh, okay, yeah. Got you. Um, other places? That's what I was talking about. Thank you. Other places, it's like I would be honored to let the fabric that I cannot afford touch my skin. And it's like, are you kidding me? Like, I think it'd probably be discouraged if I were to take out a really nice sheet set and just like, I just wanted to see how it felt before I bought it. You can bet your ass I'm gonna go lay on one of those demo beds and just take a nap in the middle of the fucking store. Someone grow these cows up. Have more wheat. That's not gonna be enough. Like honestly, Walmart's not even really that bad of a place. It really depends on where you're at. Some are nice. Some of them just attract every Tom, Dick, and Harry that wants to wander in there who has nothing better to do other than eat garbage. Like I'm not saying I'm gonna get a disease. I'm just saying I can't prove that I'm not gonna get a disease. Like it's probably fine. But like, look, I'm entitled to be a paranoid fuck about something on occasion. Don't quote me on that. I have no justification for that. I just feel like it. Um, I don't remember. I don't know what they'll say. Hang on, let me go look. Maybe it says on the menu. It says when I last used it. Um, I don't know. Hang on, let me go look. I can tell you when my first episode was uploaded. My first one was uploaded January 27th of this year. So I made the world to record that video. So just about 2 months of on and off playing. Not playing that often, but putting in a few hours like once or twice a week ish. Right. If anything, I'm depositing a disease onto the pillows at the store. Because I got flu A or whatever. Console gaming spotted. I literally don't even know what we're talking about there because I'm one of the most oblivious human beings I've ever met. I did used to play on consoles a lot, and I have a Steam Deck now. That's what I'm playing on now. I just installed Windows on it. Um, but I still have a lot of consoles, and I still play on them. But like, this is the first time I've played on this world with mouse and keyboard for very long, because I had this issue where if I moved to the right, my cursor would go off screen onto my other monitor, which is the screen of my Steam Deck. And then whenever I would try and click to select something, not knowing my cursor was over there, it would pause my game. And it was completely unplayable. And I only just figured out how to fix it before I started streaming this time. Otherwise, before that, my only solution was to play with the controller. Which is fine. I don't mind playing with the controller. In some cases, I prefer it. But in a case like this, I didn't feel like messing with my sensitivity settings. Yeah, not too bad. I only work like 3 days a week. It works out ish, but I work 12, so that's why. Um, uh, but I didn't feel like fucking with the sensitivity settings, and it was just too slow. It got to a point where it was kind of painful. And like I said, it's only like off and on playing. Like every 2 weeks, I get 5 days off in a row because of how my schedule works out, and I'm on like the tail end of that. I go back to work on Wednesday night, um, and I try and get like I've been doing Zelda stuff too. I just finished my vanilla playthrough of Oracle of Ages right before this, and I try and like alternate between like an episode of that and an episode of Minecraft just to kind of keep it going. So I'm kind of letting the Minecraft be the long term thing, and then doing the shorter stuff in between. So I've just been trying to make some time for it. I got one leather out of it. That's annoying. If, oh, hi, bud. Where are you going? I'm going over here. Come get some. Teleport back inside my house. Come here. Winter Ender Pearl. I maybe shouldn't have picked this fight. Get back here, you sporadic little bastard. Spastic, not sporadic. Spastic. That's what I'm looking for. Well, it got to a point where I was just lucky that I wasn't, running for my life from something because there's nothing I could have done if I was. It got to a point where it just wasn't really usable. Um, so here's the weird thing. I googled it, and evidently the solution, for whatever reason, like there were some solutions that were talking about doing reg edits and shit, and I even tried those and they didn't work. Someone had the same problem with a Sea of Thieves install, and it also applied to the Minecraft situation. Like they went into their user account control settings, changed nothing, clicked OK on the menu, and rebooted their computer, and their problem went away. And so did mine, and I do not understand what happened or why, because that makes no sense to me. I've got no idea what user account controls got to do with anything. No fucking kidding. Except he ran and never came back. So I don't know what the fuck he's doing. Um, but I don't know what the fuck happened. But like, how the fuck did you get on top of my house? Are you just stuck here now? Yeah, all right. New roommate, I guess. The Enderman has a friend. Like I don't know what the fuck happened there, but it fixed it, and I haven't had any trouble since. And I'm so confused. Like, where the fuck did this guy go? Because now I gotta kill him. Because now I'm just gonna be paranoid. I'm also still hiding from the skulk. After the enchantment table, I'm thinking my next best move is probably gonna be building another base around my portal. Because I think I went through long enough to get the achievement, and then I just haven't done anything else with it because I am so much more scared of the nether than I am the skulk. Because I don't have any screamers around and I haven't taken out the sensors. But, that doesn't mean much. Okay. I need 4 more books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can kill one more. Ooh, he gave me 2. Okay, that helps. Yeah, I need 2 more leather. Thank you for confirming that, trader. Appreciate your input. Right. I mean, I guess I can't really complain about it. And see, I'm not a big proponent of I'm just not going to question it because I can say that with the intent of not questioning it, but then I'm going to question it, and it's going to drive me crazy till I figure it out. Okay, cool. I think that's all the leather that I need. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I'm 2 wood short. Okay. I thought we were going to play that. Okay. Hey, bud. You're not going to miss this, right? Sick, thanks. It even looks more or less the same. It'll be fine. Dude, you have no idea. Because one of the first times I ever figured out that the Nether even existed, I was a kid playing Pocket Edition, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is terrible. How am I ever gonna survive this? What am I even doing here? What's the goal?" And you will not believe how fucking like just distraught I was when I found out what happens to water in the Nether as I was dying in lava. It was not pretty. Dude, I've been more mad at the Nether than I have been at so many other games put together in their entirety. I have so much stuff to cook. I don't even know if I have the. Oh yeah, I have the coal to back this up. It'll be fine. Dude, honestly, I am no programmer, but I've gotten pretty good at knowing how computers think and why to know how to track down an issue. Steam is such a dumpster fire that I'm willing to bet that just me working there just to give them some fucking common sense would be doing them a service. And that's not just to toot my own horn, but man, it is a shit show over there. I assume. I mean, like, based on how their products come off, I'm going to assume that's the case. Okay, what do we need? I have a sword. Do I have any iron pickaxes left? I do not, but I do have stone. I'm gonna take those with me for general mining. Oh, that was the one time that I did. It didn't happen very much before or after that. Also, not a pretty day when I found out what beds do in the Nether. That was not a pleasant experience. Go figure. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and make the 2 iron because why not? I'll use them eventually. Man, see, I was on the very tail end of Herobrine kind of no longer being an urban legend, but also being very intrigued as to what he was and how I could summon him. And then whenever I would try something, it wouldn't work. But I was very interested. It felt like Ben drowned. Like, tell me more about the cryptid living inside my favorite game that I can only play on my mom's tablet. Back then, that was before they even had the cave sounds. Whenever I first encountered a cave sound, I didn't know they were a thing. I didn't know they'd been added. So I was like, what in the fuck was that? Am I gonna die? Like, whatever that is about to, like, cave sounds ask for your location. Show up at my house and fucking gank me. How's that for your ASMR? Stroke ASMR. Join me today. How's that for your ASMR? It's okay. I can say that. I work in an ER. Never mind that I'm not a member of medical staff. Shut the fuck up. For once, when someone says, my grandma was a stroke patient, that's true for me. Oh, well, fuck. Now I feel stupid. Well, the more the merrier, I guess. My shield is doing pretty good. I need some torches. I need coal. I don't think I have any. I think I have to steal from the furnaces. I make some of those, though. I mean, true. It's not a lot better, but, like, I don't know. I kind of feel like they're sisters to each other. Like, what, the Herobrine era? Yeah, probably for the best that I missed that, not gonna lie. Okay. As my friend would say, DS, clip that. Except in this context, that doesn't make any sense because I'm talking about chat. I don't know, man. I don't fucking stream. I'm new to this. Minecraft is one of the first things I've done. I've only been doing this for a couple of months, and even then, not very consistently. I don't know what the fuck is happening. I'm just here, my guy. I have done a lot of searching through these caves. I got done searching that cave, and I dug down until I found another cave, and then I just made my own mine in there, and I had to do really complicated shit to avoid lava, and it's a mess. Excuse me. Oh, that came out of nowhere. I still haven't found very many diamonds, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it. It's one of these. Yeah. There's another left-hand turn, I think. Not that one. Oh, oh fuck. I didn't have block in my inventory. Shit, shit, shit. That'll work. Aw. Well, that's cool. Hope it's a good first experience. Dude, I literally don't even know how either. I'll have to ask my friend. He knows how. But he's hard to get a hold of because he stays so busy. I'll have to text him later. I don't even know if I can do it from my end. See, I didn't used to do it like this until my friend was okay. So this friend, he had a tendency to be like, "No, this is better," and then whenever you'd ask him why it was better or how, he would just say, "It's just better," and he wouldn't bother to explain it because he literally didn't want to take the time to do it. Um, and he's the one who convinced me to do that, and then ever since, it's served me. Like, what can I say? He right. How did I miss that redstone up there? This is a good idea. I should keep doing this. Just nothing but digging straight up forever, please. I'm sure it won't end in my demise. Did I never explore down here? What the fuck? How did I not come through here? Also, if I need experience to repair things, this is the shit. Fuck. Die in hell. Oh my god. How fucking dare you? Fair. Oh fuck. I'm sorry, where was that? Where's that sensor? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, literally before he showed up, that's what I was talking about. it was like, hey, I'm also a streamer and a YouTube content creator. Like they tagged me specifically, like I fill in the blank in their template shit. And it was like, you know, fucking, you know, maybe we could shout each other out. If you want to like come check it out, feel free. Links in my bio. Also, the spicy vids are there. And it's like, don't advertise your OnlyFans in my fucking chat. Like, come on. Oh yeah, there's Skulk all over the fucking place down here. I just haven't encountered that many sensors yet. I've just been breaking them because they scare me. I don't want to accidentally summon the warden when I'm just trying to find some diamonds. But it's like fucking, advertise all you want for your own shit. Plug your shit. And I don't care if you have an OnlyFans. I mean, whether anyone thinks that's right or wrong, frankly, it's none of my business. Oh, is it better for that? I literally, like, this is the most experience I have with Skulk. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. So if a hoe is better, I'll start bringing one. I guess it makes sense. I mean, it's supposed to be like plants, right? So it would make sense that it would be, kind of the same category as some of the farming stuff. Um, but like honestly, it was like, you know what, whatever. Like I curse like a fucking sailor, and this is not kid content anyway. But at the same time, it's like at the end of the message, they were like, hey, if you do any of this and you want to check out my spicy videos, I'm assuming it's an OnlyFans. I have no reason to believe it's not. They were like, just DM me on there, let me know that it was you, and I'll make a special video just for you. And I'm like, that's at best bribery. And like, I'm fucking dating someone and have been for some time, and frankly, like, I don't need that shit. Nor am I gonna do that shit. And putting that into a copy and paste response that you're posting on random small time streamers chats with no current viewers. Yeah, exactly. Bot template OnlyFans. That's definitely a good way to put it. I think this is where I was mining. I think I just found it again by accident. Yeah, it was sketchy as shit. Nah, fuck that. Um, I will not be summoning the warden and throwing for content. I can make perfectly entertaining content about my little pink house that looks like an E. Thank you very much. without summoning the Minotaur from the depths of not hell, because that's the Nether, I guess. Maybe someday I will, but who the fuck do you think I am, Dan TDM? I say as I pull a random Minecraft YouTuber name out of my hat, knowing absolutely nothing about them. Oh, if only all the bowels of the planet could be made of tuff. Right, and it's not even the first type of bot I've gotten like that. I mean, that's the only one that's specifically mentioned services like that. But other ones are just like, hey, like the one we just saw not too long ago, like, hey, Google this website and then go to the top result and like pay us and we'll boost your stream by sending bots as viewers. It's like, motherfucker, even if I had the money to do that and wanted to do that, how do you think that's gonna look if I ever actually do get any real viewership? No, I mean, if I knew you and I was like, hey, you want to come plug yourself, or like, hey, like, I had a guy come and raid me for the first time not too long ago. He was really cool. Um, it's valid. I immediately latched onto it because I'd never gotten like a legit cherry blossom biome before, so I was just like, oh my god, pink house. Um, It's just like if I knew you, or like, hey, let me raid you. I have some viewership. Let me help you out. That'd be one thing. But just randomly showing up. I mean, I can't argue with that. I kind of forgot Captain Sparkles existed, but that was also just barely before my time on YouTube. He was kind of dying out in popularity by the time I actually got into anything. Um. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. No. This is why you keep cobblestone on your fucking hot bar. God damn it. It's just like don't do that shit unsolicited. Like, okay, look, here's the deal. If you would be upset if someone just sent you a random nude, completely unsolicited, didn't ask for it, just like, dude, what the fuck? Then why would anyone else feel any differently about you saying, "Hey, I sell porn, come buy it from me," just completely at random? How is that different? Trick question. It's not. And fuck you. Dude, I'm gonna get so fucking lost down here. My only hope is just gonna be able to dig straight back up to the surface and then just try and find my way back home. I could probably mark these more clearly, to be honest. I don't have the stuff for signs though. I mean, I guess this is my world. I could just give myself signs. It's not like I'm trying to do a challenge or anything. It wouldn't be cheating. I mean, it would turn off achievements though, and that would kind of suck. But you know, do what you gotta do. Ah. Oh, hello, Watermelon Stevens, green hand. That didn't scare me or anything. Shut up. Yeah, pretty much. It's my dream to make an upward facing nether portal so that I can just surface in a totally different dimension and be like, oh god, where the fuck am I? Okay, I think digging in this direction is just fucking killing me. But yeah, I forgot I could look back at the stream. That's a good idea. No fucking kidding. Okay, I see. Yeah, that would be where the death happened. Just lava and death. Stay away from that. And see, that's what I've been trying to avoid, because there have been times when I didn't feel like streaming, but I wanted to play Minecraft, but I knew if I wanted to play Minecraft, I'd want to play this world, and I didn't want to do anything off screen if I could help it. So I just didn't play anything and just doom scrolled for a while. Yeah, stay away from all that shit. It's the best marker I got right now. That's the incorrect direction. Oh my god. There's no place like home. I'm probably going to be knocking off in the next couple of minutes. It's about time for my girlfriend to be waking up, and I gotta give her a ride to work, and then after that I gotta get some sleep whenever I get home. So I'll probably be ending stuff relatively soon. This is the incorrect direction. Shit. Yeah, I've been doing some off screen mining, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Walked up in netherite armor in a mansion. Um, but everything that I stream, I don't even edit it most of the time. I just upload it straight to YouTube as a stream VOD. So this will all be on there. And there's a link to that in, I think, what do they call it on here? A bio. So if you're interested in that, that's there. Feel free to follow and all that. As much as I hate to be that guy, I hear that asking actually does make the difference. So I'm just kind of casually dropping it in there. My main point is you do you. I don't give two fucks. Oh, I see. You did that an hour ago. I didn't see the notification. Thank you. My last activity on that feed is 13 days ago, which I think was also for a Minecraft stream. Like, this has been actually my most popular thing so far, according to the YouTube stats. I'm gonna go ahead and open that door. Thanks. Okay. Take that. It's still going? Holy shit. Oh, good. Well, that kind of works out then. That explains why you're up this late. Because I mean, like, don't get me wrong, I'm never one to question why someone's up at 3 in the morning because then I have to turn the question back on myself. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you too. Like, hopefully I see you again on some of these because like a lot of people have followed me and we've had really good combos, and then I just never saw them again. And I think that's because my schedule, my non-existent schedule, is so sporadic. Only 10% of my viewers are subscribed. So smash that button. It does a little explosion now. That has to be enough of a hit of dopamine to give me an extra 4 cents a month. Please help. My life is falling apart. If I don't see those numbers go up, I will kill myself. It's part of my personality. Um, but yeah, it was really fun, and I'm just hoping that people kind of latch on to my non-existent schedule and kind of just show up whenever works best for them. But I haven't seen anyone that I've known back again yet, so I'm hoping that changes and I get to see some more of the regulars because I've met some really cool people on here so far. Everyone else, I don't know if they were cool or not. They didn't really talk to me, but that's also cool. Like, if you got nothing good to say but small talk and you're just gonna make things weird, then like, please enjoy quietly so I can play quietly. Oh, believe me, you'll be getting a shout out in the description. I like to do that for the people while I'm still small enough time to do it. Um, but yeah, please feel free. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out. It was nice meeting you. Hopefully see you back soon. Tell your boyfriend I said hi. Or don't, if that's weird. Because in hindsight, that's a little bit weird. But good tidings anyway. Just put like a shitty image or link to it in the YouTube comments. I'll go look at it. Hey, that's totally fair. It's totally new to me too. And honestly, there's a lot of aspects of Twitch that I don't like in seeing the bigger streamers. So it's like, hopefully, I never reach the point of seeing the same thing in my little corner of it. But I mean, yeah, totally. It's like a whole new frontier. It's super fucking weird, not gonna lie. It just I just kind of treat it like I'm talking to a friend, and it gets a lot easier to swallow in my brain if those words put anything into any sort of context that makes sense. So I am tired, and I am officially reaching the point where nothing that I say it's just word salad. Nothing makes any sense anymore. My name is David. There's only a few contexts where that isn't kind of egregious, and I don't know what they are. But that's one of those where it's like, what the fuck did you say to me? What are we talking about? I don't need more paper. What am I gonna do with that? Ignore my Kirby notification tone. It's fine. I forgot to silence my phone. And it's the source of my internet connection, so it is nearby and loud. Alright. Well, I'm gonna head out and kind of rest a little bit before I have to go drive for 2 hours. Excuse me, round trip. So nice meeting you. Hopefully see you again soon. It was really cool talking to you, and we'll go from there. Have a good day.